Hi there, welcome back to my coaching channel. Today we're going to continue our series about burnout, but this time we're going to be focusing on analytical. If you like this content, please hit that like and subscribe button and leave some comments down below. I would love to hear from you all too. Before we start talking about burnout, let's do a quick recap of the analytical theme. Analytical lives in the strategic thinking domain. These are the themes with the green color on your strengths report. And so analytical is all about finding causes and reasons. These are the folks who are going to find all the factors of a situation. And these are your friends or team members at work who advocate for data, advocate for information, and want to make sure everyone is informed. Those who lead with analytical, of course, are so focused on all the different options and all the variety of ways things could play out. And that might cause overstimulation. Maybe there's too many options and there's too much going on. This could easily turn into burnout for someone who leads with analytical. The most common form of burnout with someone who leads with analytical is analysis paralysis. Paralysis means that someone becomes kind of frozen or just stuck in place. And so this could easily happen with someone who leads with analytical because they might be overthinking about which decision is the best decision. Sometimes it could even be that there's so many options, but they genuinely feel like none of those options are even the right one. It could be that you are so overcome with fear about choosing the decision that actually isn't right and best. So you're frozen thinking about what might happen if you end up picking the wrong one. Additionally, the simple issue could genuinely be that there's too many options and you're just overwhelmed with which path to take forward. And remember, analytical likes to feel informed and that they have all the right information. They might simply not want to move forward with a decision or exploring all these factors when they feel like they're not well equipped with the right guidance or information to follow through. Now, let's talk about a few ways on how we can overcome burnout. First, give yourself time and space. Go on a walk, work on a puzzle, let your mind run free. When your mind is too overstimulated because you lead with analytical, it's really nice to just give your own mind and brain a break. Maybe it's doing something creative, artistic, and simply just going to the park or reading a book, doing something that's still stimulating, but in a different area of your passions or your hobbies will help release some of that stress and tension. Second, it's always best to schedule time in for breaks, especially in the work environment. I recommend setting up your meetings to end at the 25-minute mark or even the 50-minute mark. Giving yourself a little bit of wiggle room between Zoom meetings, phone calls, whatever it is, just gives you and your mind enough of a breather room to be present with yourself and then move forward when you're ready to the next meeting. Back-to-back meetings and Zoom calls and phone calls is a lot of information that someone with analytical is gaining. And so that can be overwhelming and stressful. And so just a little bit of a trick of navigating your calendar and setting up healthy boundaries through your work calendar is going to help a lot. Third, I recommend journaling. This could be digital journaling or with a real hard copy and pen and paper situation. But what's nice about journaling with those with analytical is that you can actually put your minds out into the real world. You help your thoughts become tangible. And I know it might sound silly, it's like I'm just simply writing it down, but with psychology, that moment of expressing yourself really does feel like you're unloading your thoughts, that you're letting go of some of that weight you've been carrying on your shoulders. And so I recommend picking up journaling, writing down your thoughts, and maybe you're writing down what you're grateful for, or maybe you're just simply writing down, here's all these thoughts and ideas I have, and I just want to see it out on paper. And speaking of seeing it on paper, what can actually help someone with analytical is once you put your thoughts down on paper, read them, say them out loud, and maybe have even someone else read them. Using your different senses to absorb information might actually bring you clarity. The really cool thing about strengths is that they do not work alone. Strengths act like muscles. If you use a combination of muscles, that's when you'll be able to run or lift up a weight. Strengths are stronger when they work together. So let's talk about how we can use analytical and relationship building strengths to overcome burnout. If you lead with analytical and relationship building strengths, tap into your mentors. Tap into people for guidance. Call them up on the phone, get a quick coffee chat in there and just say, hey, here's what's on my mind. What do you recommend? Have someone hear you out. And even asking a friend or a neighbor to be your sounding board, to just let all of your thoughts run free, can be so helpful with someone with analytical when they often keep all these thoughts and ideas in their head. That can be pretty lonely, that can be isolating. So I highly recommend, if you also have analytical and relationship building strengths, reach out to those who care about you and let them know what's on your mind. They probably know you really well too and will be able to give some guidance on what might be best for you moving forward. If you lead with analytical and influencing strengths, let your influencing strengths guide you. You might be overwhelmed with decisions and factors all eating up space in your head, but let your influencing strengths help bring clarity by asking which option is going to make the most positive difference. Is this decision I've been ruminating over for this whole week really going to make that big of an impact? Should I really be focusing my energy on something else that's greater or something else that's coming down the line? So using your influencing strengths allows you to sort of reground your energy, your purpose, and be reflective to say, wait a second, I'm so worried about this. And is this really going to be a problem a week from now, 10 years from now, whatever that might be? Influencing is a great set of strengths to use to kind of just restructure and reframe your thoughts to remember what's the most important impact. And is your energy focused there? Last but not least, let's talk about the powerful combo of analytical and your executing strengths. If you lead with both analytical and executing strengths, you really have to start harnessing the connection between turning your thoughts right into actions. All the activity that's running inside your mind, using your executing strengths can help you bring that activity out into the external world. Your executing strengths takes your analytical factors and causes and reasons and turns them into actions, into a plan. And what's great about analytical is that you can use that strength and pair it with an executing strength to make them into a step-by-step plan on how to move forward, how to break down something that feels so big into smaller chunks. So I highly recommend tapping into your executing strengths if you have that paired with analytical, because it's going to help you release your mind and into the actual world where you can start making a plan, where you can start calling up people saying, hey, here's what I think we should do. Executing strengths literally help us get out of our own head. And using that powerful pair between analytical and executing strength allows you to trial run, test things, learn from those mistakes if maybe that decision didn't work out, but it's going to be okay. Again, burnout can easily happen when you just feel stuck inside with all of your thoughts and ideas. And pairing your analytical with any other strength is going to help you move forward in a way that just feels healthier and relaxes you. You deserve to not feel overwhelmed or overstimulated by anything. So tell me about you. Do you lead with analytical? How has burnout or stress shown up for you with this strength? And most importantly, what has actually helped you? I would love to hear and learn from you too. So leave some thoughts in the comments. If you're liking this content and you want to see more of it, please hit that like and subscribe button so I can keep making this content for you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next burnout video. Bye!